Hello. So, this week I've been thinking a lot about diversification versus specialization from a business point of view, specifically an outdoor business point of view. So in my mind, there's two ways you can go about setting up a business outdoors. You can either choose a certain specialization and go straight for that and only do that, or you can diversify. Now, there's advantages and disadvantages to both of those. I've gone the diversification route, more by necessity than design. Because when you're just starting out, it's hard to earn very much as an outdoor instructor, because you haven't yet built up a base of customers, or clients, whether it's organizations that will give you work, or whether it's individual people coming on your courses, joining your sessions, so on. So I needed to earn an income. I couldn't just go without an income for 2 years, whatever. So I diversified. I had lots of little pots, so it didn't matter if I only had 5 people on a forest school session, because I had a different activity on a different day. And that's where we are pretty much now. Bracken Outdoors is an incredibly diverse platform. So I do conservation work, so I do kind of management of gardens and forests. I do forest school, which is what I'm doing here, in Worley Woods. I do bushcraft courses, I do mentoring, and I provide this content for you guys. So lots of little pots giving me a little bit of money. And that's a relatively resilient model as well, because if there's a downtrend in forest school, there might well be an uptrend in bushcraft, and vice versa. The problem with diversification is when it comes to marketing. If you have a single aim, something that your organization or you do, and that's the thing you're known for, it's a lot easier to market. Yesterday I had a brilliant conversation with Chris from Wilderness Tribe for the podcast. That'll be coming out soon. And he's doing fantastic things with Wilderness Tribe. And the thing they do is mental health, particularly for men. And that's what they do well. They build a community around it. That's their thing. They have a unified marketing approach. There's a great episode of his podcast that he put out where they're discussing marketing, and they're talking about using targeted Facebook ads. Facebook ads worked out well for them because they could target it to the individuals that would most benefit from the sessions and would be most likely to engage with the sessions. They could be very targeted with it. Whereas broad spectrum Facebook ads, if you just set it up with the regular settings, you're going out to 1,000 people, only a couple might be interested in that particular thing that you're offering. And so therein lies the danger that specialization, it might take you longer to build that audience, but it's easier to. You've just got to be able to stay the course for long enough. So if you can build up a good runway, if you can set up a good fund that will keep you going for a number of years, or you have a partner that can support you, then specialization is a great way to do it, because you can quickly make progress on one front. But you have to be prepared to not earn very much at all at the start. And that's the same for both of them, but it's more so, I feel, for specialization, because not only are you building a customer base, you also need to build up the skills, because to become truly good in one area, you have to put in the work. You have to put in the development time, you have to work on your skills, you have to really focus on one area. But because it's just one area, you can focus on marketing on that area, you can focus skills on that area, you can develop content for that area, and therefore you are marketing to one person or to a group of people, and you can have your ideal customer avatar. Diversification, I mean, at the moment, my customer is someone who wants to be outdoors more often. That's as broad as, that's really, really broad. And not everyone wants to do everything I want to do. So, forest school sessions, they do attract a certain type of person. It's generally more middle class, home educating families because it's a weekday, and people who generally want their kids to have better skills and enjoy the outdoors with more confidence. Same way, I have a different clientele for bushcraft than most people, because I tend to focus more on the enjoyment of the outdoors than on raw survival. There's a lot on that before. So, where do you think you're at? Are you quite diversified? I mean, there's some people, they can start out specialise and then diversify. That's not a bad thing. But what is your core model? What is it that you offer to people that, if you had to sum it up in one sentence, what do you do? Challenge you to have a think about this. Have a look at what your organization delivers, what you are going to deliver to people, and try and get as specific as possible. Wanting people to enjoy the outdoors, yeah, that's great, but what does that mean? What does it specifically mean? If you want people to enjoy bushcraft, that's a completely different set of people, and more specific set of people than just anyone who wants to be outdoors. Some people would rather be out cycling or camping or, I don't know, paddleboarding. There's other things that people want to do, and they might be more interested in fitness than they are in mental health. You've got to work out what your specific customer base is and what your specific deliverables are. What is it that you give to people? Well, that's all for me. Have I got you thinking? And that, I'll sign on out. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Okay, make the most of every day.